Please note, all picks made on the Wednesday Pick'em podcast and any advice given here within are for entertainment purposes only.
Anyone feel like pancakes for breakfast? Joey! Well, that's just a game of football. Is that his arm? He threw a dang arm off. That's field down. A real warrior on the field at Benfield. Country strong. This is becoming absolute will. Yep, it's one team versus another. He's been the champion. He's a dead man. My God, call an ambulance. He's right.
Man, I am so glad I tore off my headphones right before the music hit. Holy shit. Woo! I had the levels set up a little bit too high there. Just like me. Hey, by the way, I just want to welcome you all to the end of the season episode, the after the Super Bowl episode of the Wednesday Pick'em podcast. I am the league champion, Billy Football Voice.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. I won the Super Bowl. I got the right pick. I win. And across from me is that Jimmy Vacation, that loser who picked the fucking 49ers.
Do cocaine.
Oh, now you jump on the bandwagon. I understand.
Just a few days too late.
But I'm the league champion, bitch.
You're not the league champion.
Yes, I am.
That's
I won the
not
Super Bowl.
How any
don't-
of this works.
Don't care. Won the Super Bowl.
I'm really glad next year you're joining the real league, the Cash League, and you can understand how you would not feel a champion if you were sitting where I'm sitting right now. I lost all the
because
money.
you lost the Super Bowl.
Here's the thing.
You picked the wrong team on the
No,
Super Bowl.
I did.
I picked the right team. I win.
I'm not. But here's the thing. I'm not going to go back in time and change it. I picked San Francisco. I
don't blame you.
That's
That
who I
wasn't
thought
a
was
bad
going to win.
pick. They were both pretty evenly matched up until it was the fourth quarter. Hey,
Well,
you know what? Name a more. Hold on. Name a more iconic duo than Kyle Shanahan and blowing fourth quarter leads in the Super Bowl.
Andy Reid and blowing games completely in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a good point. I mean, hey man, like listen.
Who did Kyle Shanahan lose to last time?
Yeah, Andy Reid.
No, he lost to the
the
Patriots.
Yeah. Well,
And the other great Super Bowl of all time.
Kyle Shanahan did not lose that game. Dan Quinn and the Atlanta Falcons lost that game.
Yeah,
Wasn't his fault.
I guess
It was not his fault.
I would like to blame him.
They jettisoned him from that team so people would do that. So people would go, yeah, it was that guy. Let me ask you this. Where have the Atlanta Falcons been at all without Kyle Shanahan?
Good point.
Yeah, so I'm not wrong there.
On the other side, though, why'd they throw it?
That's what I don't understand is why were they throwing the ball?
They already had the possession game,
San Francisco
and all they had to do was
49ers
just play possession.
just run the ball. They got it in their heads. I think Kyle Shanahan got in his head a little bit and thought, you know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna throw him an old loop de loop, throw him for a loop. We're gonna start throwing the ball.
Start throwing?
Start throwing the ball. That's exactly how I said it, because he's a jerk. No. He said, let's start throwing the ball, confuse him a little bit. And it's like, no, man, just run.
They gave up the ball so quick.
Yeah, and that's on you.
You know what's weird too is that obviously wasn't one of Mahomes' best games. I think in total offense, he still got
pick. He threw a pick. He threw a dumb pick.
Yeah, but the Chiefs actually won the possession game
That was proprietary
by almost
what is
by
with
almost
us?
like 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah,
I think we're still hungover from the Super Bowl.
I drank a lot of scotch.
I drank plenty.
Yeah.
And I don't know how this happened. It was like we were knocked out, kidnapped, and taken to an undisclosed location, and Mossberger was there.
Yeah, it was great.
Apparently he's got a kid now.
Yeah, he's got a kid. He made wings.
Yeah. We brought scotch.
We brought a bunch of scotch. And what was weird was we just happened to have a lot of scotch. We always just have a lot of scotch on us.
Yeah, and so we were just prepared.
We got knocked out and dragged to a cave, and all of a sudden Mossberger's there, and he's like, hey, I got these wings. Also my kid. I'm like, whoa, life development. Awesome. Also, I got scotch.
Yeah, apparently him and what's her face got married. Crazy.
It's crazy. Also, it wasn't a cave. It was a house.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Were they ever kidnapped?
I don't think. I'm starting to think this is all just a figment of our imagination.
Was this just an inside joke for a podcast?
Wait a minute. Did we get concussed and just come out of the concussion and it felt like we got knocked on the head because we got unknocked on the head?
What is happening?
I don't know.
What's real?
Andy Reid won a Super Bowl.
This is what?
Yeah. Right?
Okay, that did happen. All right.
Yeah,
no,
that did happen.
Yeah, okay.
But no. Listen, all hail to the Chiefs. They did a great job. They hung in there.
And they scored 21 points in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, that was quick. That was quick.
I basically was in their garage for the entire third quarter.
You were.
And I was like, it's done.
Doing cool, kids.
Well, we were checking out the garage.
Checking out
that's
that
what
garage.
you're supposed to do.
Yep.
I came back,
Chiefs were
and the
it.
Chiefs are like, hey, guess what? Here's 21 points.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, I stand by my pick. I think the 49ers will be fine. I think they, quite frankly, will be in the picture next year.
I don't know about next year. They got a lot of guys that they got to re-sign.
Yeah, but that's a lot of their core is young and on pretty good contracts, and I think through trades and picks, I think they'll be okay. Because really, as long as you got a couple of those guys that like you have like Breida, Mostert, there's like one more running back. Like as long as you get like one or two of those guys back, plus Jimmy G, plus Kittle ain't going nowhere.
Plus he's brilliant.
Plus a couple of those defensive guys, I think you're gonna be okay. Like at least I'll say this: you're a playoff team.
Yeah,
I think you're a playoff team.
They'll probably be back in the playoffs. The Chiefs, nah, they're gonna tank next year and get another high pick, and then they'll be back.
I don't know what the Chiefs are. Honestly, I have no idea. Everybody said I don't like.
They're kind of volatile.
I don't like that everybody's already sitting there going like, "This is the new dynasty." It's like, okay, hold on. They won one Super Bowl. Okay,
Relatively young team.
Relatively
Mahomes
young
is 24.
Mahomes, I think, will definitely. He'll be a guy that will definitely be contending.
I think he'll get another one.
If he keeps playing like that, yes. If he keeps playing like that with a team around him like that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where teams have difficulty. There's a reason there's like the Steelers and the Patriots, like one of the two teams that actually have sustained success.
Yeah.
And the Steelers still don't get there a lot.
And most of all, the manatee has become the walrus.
The manatee has grown its tusk and its fat sack around its body to protect it from predators and has become... The manatee is now the walrus. Cuckoo. No, congratulations, Andy Reid.
And fuck you,
Yeah.
the Lions.
Get better.
Yeah, no, just go away. Leave Detroit.
Just leave Detroit. Move to New Mexico. Yeah, that's right. You can be the New Mexico Breaking Bads. There we are. New team.
So where does that leave us, though? I mean, we've got like 7 minutes of material right here, and I don't know what to do.
That's all we got?
Yeah.
7 minutes?
We
How are we
don't
gonna
have another episode until next year. What do we... I don't want to leave.
I mean,
I don't want to go.
Bill?
What?
Billy Football Voice? Is it time to get extreme?
What do you mean?
I mean, is it time to get extreme?
What, like go and get some Doritos and Mountain Dew and watch a bunch of X Games
No,
replays?
I mean,
What?
it's just is it time to get extreme?
Are you okay?
Is it time to get?
What the fuck was that?
Time to get extreme, my friend.
Oh shit, the XFL's starting.
Yeah! The XFL.
All right. Welcome. It's the Wednesday Pick'em Podcast Extreme Football League Edition.
You know it, bro.
Because really, what else are we going to do on a Wednesday night?
I'm super extreme now. Doritos flavored.
With hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Spicy.
And Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Skateboarding.
Encrusted skateboard man.
Hang gliding. Parkour.
Oh, God, I'm tired already.
Oh, gee. How do these people do that?
I don't know. Yeah, so listen.
There's a new league, and
It's not the AAF. Nope.
No. You know, reading some of the history about like what was supposed to happen with the XFL and the AAF and shit, and it's kind of funny.
The AAF was not funny.
Yeah,
because
it
the
was
horrible debt it left those poor men that played for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not loving what's probably going to happen to these men playing for the XFL.
You know,
But we're going to cover it.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to look away.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch.
I know. Well,
I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for football.
I thought you were a sucker for watching, you know, a shit show on TV.
Football.
Well, and that too. I guess this is the best of both worlds. I mean,
Best
we're gonna have
both extremes.
We're gonna
I say
have some
it a lot.
serious fucking star power in this league too, like
Well,
Cardale Jones,
Shotgun Jones
Josh Johnson,
from 2008,
Connor Cook,
from 2016.
Matt McGloin,
Hey, you don't remember Matt McGloin for the Oakland Raiders?
Taylor Cornelius,
That's a name.
Taylor Heidecker, Heineken,
Yeah,
Heineken
from
Heineken.
Old Dominion.
And B.J. Daniels.
Unknown.
I know half of these names a little bit, and only two of them I'm actually familiar with.
Wait, hold on. Is Johnny Manziel on this list of awesome players?
Oh, also but we got a Landry Jones.
Landry Jones from the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, by the way, I would like to welcome whiskey to this episode.
Slain Irish whiskey.
Thank you, Slane, for all your Irishing and whiskey making.
For all of your whiskey Irish needs.
Now you can send us a check for this ad. Thank you.
Thanks. So yeah, we're gonna cover the XFL. Listen, we got nothing else to talk about, but we want to keep talking football. Every other sport has too many games to do pick 'em on in a podcast form. It's just too hard.
I can't cover hockey right now. It's too rough being a Wings fan.
As a Wings fan, yeah, it's too hard to talk about hockey.
Yeah,
We're so bad.
but
you know we're not as bad as.
the Lions.
Well, yeah. I was going to say the XFL. But yeah, the Lions. So here's the deal. Okay, first, before we even
I
get.
hope they let their players rest a little bit during the Pledge of Allegiance, or whatever.
Oh,
the national anthem.
You mean
like
get down to one knee?
Just like if your legs are sore from practice or something, you should be able to sit down. You can still
Listen, you're
What?
essentially like a fifth string player anyway, so take a knee.
Yeah, why not?
No, listen. Can I get over like my first beef with this XFL already?
Sure.
All of their teams are in cities that kind of already have popular football franchises.
Yep.
Seattle. Yeah, because
Yep.
no one likes this. Everyone wants an alternative to liking the Seahawks, right?
Well, Seattle fans don't, but they have it.
LA
I love LA.
already has two teams.
They don't need they
have two teams
They can't even support their college team. Okay.
They can't support the two NFL teams that they have. One of them went to a Super Bowl.
LA is a basketball team.
Yes, they're
Or
a
town.
Yeah, it's
Team.
a basketball town.
But they
team.
also have two basketball teams that they support well.
Yeah, they love basketball.
They
They hate football.
Yeah, it's a weird place.
Houston.
We have a problem.
Houston, we have a problem, and it's the Houston Roughnecks because no one needs this. Also, they're
Here's
called-
one that makes sense.
The
St.
Texans.
Louis.
Thank you. St. Louis Battlehawks, which, by the way, Battlehawks might be my favorite team. First off, I can make 1,000 Nelly references, which
Yes.
I love. St. Louis, got a Band-Aid on my face. They're called the Battlehawks. And yeah, that makes sense. It's a team that was abandoned, or we're doing this now. A town that was abandoned by its team.
There we go.
And yeah, you step in and you fill that void. Awesome. Also, DC Defenders. Skins are the worst. Their fans are barely hanging on. If you can put something together,
Yeah.
I think people, and also you're not a racial slur. So any fan that was like, I don't know, man.
Which is a weird turn of events, being a company led by
Vince McMahon. Yeah, Vince McMahon being racially sensitive at all.
Yeah.
Oh man, too bad we're gonna find out Battlehawks has horrible connotations somewhere.
Damn it.
Let's see, where else? Oh, okay, here's one. New York. I mean, it's obvious, like everybody wants a team in New York,
Yeah.
but New York already has like
Why didn't they just
3 football teams, basically.
why didn't they just start a team in Stamford, Connecticut?
Or Jersey.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Jersey Greaseballs?
The Hoboken Scary Folk?
The Hoboken Scaries? But yeah, also, you're the New York Guardians? You picked a G name? Close to the Giants? What are you, an idiot? Yeah. Tampa Bay. There's 9 million towns in Florida. You picked one of the 3 that has a football franchise?
Why not Tallahassee?
Tallahassee Vipers.
Tallahassee Tallies.
The Tallahassee neck sunburns.
The Orlando Magic.
That would be so
You are welcome.
fucking baller if they pulled off a team.
Vince, hire us.
Hi, who are you? We're the Orlando Magic. Oh, the basketball team. No. Like you get really indignant about it. What are you, an idiot? But,
Oh, man.
but here's the one that really chaps my chips. Dallas.
Yeah.
Because there's literally, there is a city in Texas that you can pick that should have a football team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Austin?
I was thinking about that. Austin Weirdos would be an amazing. You're buying into the brand of the town, and they would ingratiate themselves. Fort Worth.
No shit.
You start a
Ooh.
because they're called the Dallas Renegades.
Here's the other question. Is Andrew Luck going to join the XFL?
That is I've talked about this off air with you, because his dad is the commissioner,
This is weird.
and it is weird.
This is the Soros part
that
of the podcast.
XFL kicks off, and on that season, Andrew Luck just goes, you know what, I'm done with football. I'm gonna walk away. I won't do this anymore. My dad's a commissioner of another football league. Maybe I'll go. I don't know. I like that Andrew Luck in my head's a mumbler.
Well, at least his inner monologue is.
I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'll go over there. Seems like it'd be really easy to win a championship in the XFL. I mean, I'm far better than. Let me check my notes.
Every player
BJ
there.
Daniels. Yeah, I don't know. That's something to watch out for. It is weird that Andrew Luck just left, turned retired, and his dad's the commissioner of another football league.
He had such a fucked up injury, and he was not taken care of by a team ownership that was basically just a bunch of pillheads.
Yeah, Jim Irsay. I'm sure Jim Irsay was like, listen, Andrew, I've got a miracle drug for you. It's called drugs. It's called all of the drugs. I've got a pill bucket.
This is what I take every morning just to choke away the tears.
Reach a hand in the pill bucket and take some out. What are they? Oh,
I don't know. How do you feel now? Wow, like I could throw.
Yep.
Oh, it's worse now? Take twice as many.
Just take more, you idiots. Like, yeah, I don't blame him for walking away from the Colts. That's a dangerous team.
Yeah, not one bit. I sincerely hope he doesn't join the XFL, because, dude, just don't do that to yourself. $10 says the doctors there are worse, and the hits are going to be worse. Like, I don't.
It's that unfortunate thing of you're going to have a lot of guys.
The injuries are going to be worse.
Well, because I think it's everyone that's playing for this league is auditioning for the NFL.
Yep.
So they are going to be trying to look as good as they possibly can, which means they're going to be throwing everything they got into every single play, and that's kind of how you get hurt.
I mean, the old way was, or the old XFL was like, hey, more smash plays, ruin people.
Dude, old XFL had a lot of injuries.
Also had a lot of titties.
Yeah, had boobies.
The tits are gone.
Yeah, boo.
And them trying to jump onto markets that don't have major football teams, like they did in the original XFL.
Yeah.
That actually blew up in their faces.
No, it's
So with the reboot, they did go back to like towns that had major football markets, plus St. Louis.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this time around, maybe trying to do more homespun football in smaller markets might have done better for them.
Possibly.
I think doing it when they did it back in like the early 2000s, late 90s?
Late 90s.
Late 90s? That was a mistake. Like, that's what got them killed because that just wasn't the time to do it. Now I feel like trying to launch something as like, this is like more of a homespunny football, like
Yeah, no kidding.
small market. I feel like that actually would work.
It's tough to say because...
Yeah. Well, we're not millionaires.
And also, there's like no football league that ever works that isn't the NFL.
True.
So
been
they don't have a Super Bowl. They don't have Joe Namath in their lexicon.
No.
They have He Hate Me.
Yeah, that's all they have.
That's
God,
it, man.
I can't believe it's back. I can't believe it's back. This is so weird.
Yeah.
It was such a cultural joke, and now it's somehow back.
Yeah. So why don't we take a look at the games, huh?
I found point spreads.
Oh my God, you did?
I found spreads, man.
Take it away.
All right. Saturday, February 8th, the XFL is launching.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
2 p.m., you son of a bitch. It's the Seattle Dragons, you son of a bitch, against the DC son of a bitch and Defenders. Defenders favored it, son of a bitch, 7 points.
Okay,
Sorry,
stop, man.
Sorry. It's hard to go. You go full Vince. No. I have a feeling that's not going to go away for a couple weeks.
Not one bit.
Seattle Dragons versus the DC Defenders. The Defenders are the favorite at 7 points.
Okay, DC has a player that I know about.
Ohio
That's
State
with-
Universities.
That's with Cardale Jones.
Cardale Jones.
He don't go to play school. He didn't.
That's right. He was
He
that
played
guy.
football.
I mean, listen. His professional career is 1 game, 6 for 11, 96 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Oh man, this is going to be a blowout.
But 6 passes for 96 yards, that's nothing to scoff at.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, that's not bad.
And BJ Daniels.
BJ Daniels
Who
is
the fuck was that guy?
He is the quarterback for the Seattle Dragons. He played for South Florida, drafted in 2013 in the 7th round to the 49ers. He played 8 games and had a total of 3 passes. Sorry, no, 2 passes. 1 of them complete for 7 yards, no touchdowns.
I don't know, man. 1 pass for 7 yards, 2 passes for 7 yards. That's terrible.
No, it's 1 pass for 7 yards on 2 attempts.
Oh, 2 attempts. Okay.
2 attempts, 1
Yep.
completed pass for 7 yards.
That's hey.
no
it's,
touchdowns, no picks? No picks.
No picks. That guy's accuracy.
He has less picks than Cardale Jones.
Less picks than Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Oh, snap.
That man is accuracy
BJ Daniels coming for the crowd.
in quarterback form.
Let's see. I'm going to go with DC, I guess. I don't know.
Well, they have a player that I recognize, so I'm picking DC.
You know what? I'm going to pick Seattle.
You son of a bitch.
Go Dragons.
Who
That's
does anybody even care? Why are we doing this to ourselves?
that's my Go Dragons noise. It's the fire coming out of my mouth.
All right, I'm in.
No, you can't do that. You pick
Go
Defenders.
Defenders. They
Yeah.
will defend from the dragon or whatever.
The Dragons will slay the castle. That doesn't make any sense. God dang it. This is going to be a long season.
There's a Game of Thrones reference in there somewhere.
Daenerys Targaryen. There we go.
There's
Momoa.
what? There we go. Aquaman. Next game, 5 p.m. We've got the Los Angeles Wildcats against the Houston Roughnecks.
No, it's
What?
Roughnecks.
Why is there a U? Ralph.
Why is there
Necks.
why is there a GH? Hey, English language, can we get our stuff together?
All right, Houston Roughnecks.
Yay.
Houston is favored at home by 5.
Wow.
Starting quarterback Josh Johnson for the LA Wildcats.
Dude, Josh Johnson was drafted to the NFL in 2008. Ooh, that's a long time ago. He is
Fifth round pick.
He's the oldest starting quarterback in the XFL.
He did some stuff. He probably won a game somewhere.
Yeah,
8
probably.
touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Really accurate.
That's over 33 games. He only scored 8 touchdowns and 14 interceptions.
Offensive threat.
Josh Johnson.
And then we got starting quarterback for the Roughnecks, Connor Cook from Michigan State University.
I'm very familiar with Connor Cook.
I'm familiar with how he did some stuff too, actually. He was not bad at Michigan State, but the guy was always like a complete fucking washout for the Raiders. Drafted back in 2016, he did nothing of note. 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Played in a postseason game.
Oh, he did.
Yep. He was 18 for 45. With 161 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks.
3 picks.
That was the year that, if you remember, when Derek Carr got injured right before the playoffs.
Oh.
When the Raiders did really well, and then he got in. Yeah, that's when Connor Cook came in.
Son of a bitch.
So I'm going to pick Josh Johnson in the Wildcats.
Once again, going back to I know who this guy is. I'm going with Houston.
You're just Big Ten-ing it up over there. You're a Big Ten
They're
bigot.
the best conference in the Power 5.
A Big Ten bigotry. That's what I'm calling on this podcast. You're only picking people within your conference of the Big Ten.
No, I don't know anyone else. Legitimately, I don't know any of these other freaking names. And the fact that you have some kind of familiarity makes me more justified in this pick. Because, of course, you know the weird player that did 2 things and made a fool of themselves in the NFL.
You want to know a secret?
What?
I know nothing of B.J. Daniels or Josh Johnson.
Cool. Well, it's going to get more interesting because I don't know anyone else who plays for any of the other teams. So I'm going to be going on literally fucking nothing here.
You're going to take that and you're going to parlay it into Sunday, February 9th.
You son of a bitch.
2 p.m.
You son of a bitch.
Tampa Bay Vipers.
Yeah.
New York Guardians. God, it's never going to get old. Tampa Bay Vipers going to New York to play the Guardians. The Guardians are the only dog at home this week. 5.5 points.
I am jumping on the Tampa Bay bandwagon for the XFL because that's not the Buccaneers.
Pause. Their coach is disgraced Bears head coach Mark Trestman.
Still sticking with him.
Wow.
I don't even know who Trestman is.
Mark Trestman. Oh boy, I don't have time to get into how bad
I don't care.
Mark
I don't
Trestman
care.
is.
I don't care.
Listen, I loved Matty McGloin
McGloin.
because his last name's McGloin, and it's like my favorite last name ever. So I'm going to pick the New York Guardians. I'm going to pick the dog here. Give me New York. Give me Penn State's Matty McGloin, even though Penn State never, ever, ever puts out a good quarterback.
Ever.
But here's the great thing. This is because Taylor Cornelius, who's the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Vipers. Oh, your glass is empty?
Yeah.
Well, that stinks.
Yeah, I guess I'll just drink this beer.
Just drink your beer. This is the battle of 2 undrafted quarterbacks. Taylor Cornelius, undrafted in 2019. He's actually the youngest starting quarterback in the XFL this week, 24 years old, versus Matt McGloin, undrafted in 2013, 30. So I'm going to go with McGloin. I always loved McGloin. I'm going to give him some love. Also, he's actually played in the NFL, like a couple games at least.
Tampa Bay Vipers. I was a fan of the Detroit Vipers in the IHL. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Damn. I did love the Vipers.
And I got a turn on the Buccaneers because I always have.
You know what? Give me the Vipers.
Yeah!
Sorry, McGloin. I did love the Vipers when they were here. I did love the skating Vipers. Why did they name a team Vipers? That's an ice hockey team. That made no sense. Anyways, these are different Vipers. This is the That's
Also yeah. Yeah, that's it. Great car alarm system, too.
Protected by Viper. I remember the ads. Protected by Viper.
All right, 5 p.m.
It doesn't matter what this is. I'm picking the Battlehawks.
Can I set it up first?
I guess.
We've got the St. Louis Battlehawks against the Dallas Renegades. Fuck that.
Yeah, Dallas, boo. Listen, you're basically the Cowboys.
I mildly recognize Landry Jones. I guess I got to take that back, but I'm still going with St. Louis.
Yeah, here's the thing. Landry Jones played a lot for the Steelers. Well, not a lot, but he played a few games with the Steelers and actually looked like he might be the guy. And then everyone was like, nah, I don't think he's the guy. And he went out.
Hey, you think CBS Sports is running a pick'em league for this league?
I checked, they not.
Okay, shit. So we got to actually track our points for real.
We have to track our stuff for real this time, dude.
Oh.
That sucks. It's luckily there's only 4 games a week, so it shouldn't be that
Do we
difficult.
have any more analysis for that last game? Because just fuck Dallas.
Well, not really. I mean, Dallas is the favorite at 7. Taylor Heineke went to Old Dominion. He was undrafted. He got spots on like 4 different teams. Played 7 games in the NFL. Went 36 of 58, 330 yards, 1 touchdown and 3 picks.
All right.
It's not great. But then again, Landry Jones, over 18 games, went 108 for 169, like 8 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. So, I mean, 18 games and only 8 touchdowns. That's not good.
I can see why they're, I guess, considered the favorite to an extent.
Yeah, because he's played more, and he played on the Steelers.
Yep.
But I'm going to take, you know what? Battlehawks. I'm picking the Battlehawks every single. That Taylor Heineke is a playmaker.
Is Oz Hakim playing again?
God, I hope so.
I want that so bad.
I mean, we can look it up after the show. I'm not looking it up now because I don't care that much. But if only for the thing of just going, Oz Hakim is a playmaker.
Oh boy.
So yeah, so that's your XFL week, man. 4 games, nice compact little season.
Is it really going to be worth it though?
Oh, it's going to be so bad.
We'll be there at the end to help determine this answer and explain why it's no.
Okay, so there's 4 games, 2 days. I mean, what, 52-man rosters probably roundabout?
Yep.
Over, under on number of injured players after this week. Where do we set that number?
Where's the line?
Where do we set that line over
10.
under? 10?
So 9.5.
So 9.5.
Yeah, let's set it at 9.5.
9.5
So that
over under. I'm going to take...
So that it's statistically impossible to take the line.
I'm taking the over.
I would take the over too.
I'm taking the over. Yeah, let's okay, so write that down on the sheet. 9.5. I'll write it down later. 9.5. We're setting the over under for injured players because, I feel like it's going to be a lot. And listen, I don't celebrate in people's tragedies and shit. Like
I do occasionally, but
well, listen, when it's warranted, if somebody sat there and kneecapped Vontez Burfict, I wouldn't be sitting there going, "Oh, poor Vontez." No, I'd be like,
right.
Hey, if J.J. Watt got El Kabongoed with someone else's helmet, I'd be laughing about it.
No, I always laugh about it.
Yeah. But, these poor guys playing in the XFL, I'm not wishing anybody gets hurt. I hope no one gets hurt, but someone's going to get hurt. And I need to set a line on that.
Just give us some good memories.
To make a little Skrilla. And I'm picking the over on 9.5, baby. I think at least 13.
Is the season over before WrestleMania?
When's WrestleMania?
It's sometime in March, I think.
It's around the same time.
Oh my God.
Vince tied it in.
That son of a bitch.
And I bet you know what? I bet you the big game is set in the city of WrestleMania's wherever they're going for WrestleMania weekend. I bet you.
This whole thing is going to revolve around WrestleMania season.
Oh, dude, every single wrestler is going to be in one of those games doing a live appearance.
Dear God.
You're going to have Roman Reigns at the Houston Roughnecks game be like, "Oh, look at that.
Are you happy, America? This is what you have given us."
Yep.
Are you happy?
Because we all got butthurt about Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. Now we got to deal with this BS.
What the fuck? God damn it. Good night, you sons of bitches.
Grow up.